I'm going to start with the obvious, other than the fact that it's really, really hot today. We all lead stressful lives, and we all need ways to de-stress. You've all heard about how exercise is really good for you, the benefits of jogging, running, meditation, yoga, deep breathing, all great ideas. What I'm about to tell you now is the not so expected proposal, which is working with your hands in your spare time will help you relax and de-stress. Working with hands, it means being dexterous. So gardening, painting, DIY. So you're going to be thinking, am I asking you to do your DIY chores list to de-stress? That's as contradictory as it can get. But hear me out. Working with your hands does amazing things to your brain, and I'm here to explain to you how that is supremely beneficial. First, when we are working with our hands on an activity that does not require much cognitively, it actually gives it a chance to rest and relax. Now, like you and many others in the room, I would say I'm a knowledge worker, which means most of my working day is spent in front of a screen. And in my free time, I'm usually also in front of a screen. So either scrolling, tweeting, liking, and then I also like to solve New York Times puzzles before I go to bed. In other words, my brain does not get a chance to take a break. So the opportunity I get to actually completely take my mind off things by working on something quite that I don't have to think about, that's actually quite a magnificent feeling. So in the warmer months especially, today, the days that I'm working from home or on the weekend, over the lunchtime perhaps on a day I'm working from home, you will see me gardening. I do the weeding, I water the plants, I trim my vines. And that just gives me a chance to actually not think about anything. And that really energizes me for an afternoon ahead of PowerPoint and team calls. That's great, right? Secondly, when my brain is offline, it actually, and this is really something that you have to hear to believe, and perhaps you've experienced it, when my brain is offline, it actually subconsciously solves problems for you. There's actually a lot of research on this that's been done by Dr. Robert Henson in his book, The Breakout Principle. When you're facing a problem that you are struggling to find a solution for, working with your hands on a repetitive task, which does not require you to think, will actually give you the solution quite magically. Now, I have seen myself, I've had my epiphany moments, maybe during my morning walk, or a relaxing shower, or when I've slept over it. These things are common. But also, after a meeting, when things are really confusing and we don't have a way out, I find myself furiously cleaning the workstation, or cleaning the sink countertop. Now, if you've ever had this urge yourself, that's probably your brain seeking the time to actually think for itself. Thirdly, working with your hands is profoundly pleasurable. And there's something quite primal about this. We as human beings are meant to be active. Over thousands of years, our being dexterous with our hands has been an integral part of our evolution, of our survival over thousands of years. And now with the advent of so much technology, we're nowhere near as active as we should be. I mean, we push a button instead of doing the laundry or the dishes, right? So we actually do not get the physical activity we're supposed to have. And not having this kind of activity actually leads to feelings of apathy or irritability or even depression. I mean, is it any surprise that the most expensive Lego sets, Lego, right, the manufacturers of toys, their most expensive Lego sets, upwards of about 500 euros, may I add, are explicitly targeted at adults, like you and me, who are looking for a hands-on hobby in order to rest and relax. So, to wrap up, working with your hands has amazing benefits. It makes you relax. It helps you unconsciously solve your problems. And finally, it makes you happy. But let's not forget the other benefit of working with your hands, the outcome of it. Let us not underestimate the feeling of satisfaction, of, let's say, accomplishment, of seeing that perfectly weed-free garden, right? Or a newly painted shed, or that complete Lego set, or perfectly hand-cut tabbouleh salad. That feeling is exactly the kind of dopamine-releasing reward your brain seeks. So, the next time you feel overwhelmed after a stressful day or week at work, along with your running shoes or yoga mat, do consider getting those tools and your hand gloves up.